The KZN Future 50 with Pavlo Fatidis. Inspiring KZN's business future.
It is time for KZN Future 50, and for that, we'll need Pavlo Fatidis from Auric. Good morning, Pavlo.
Good morning, team. We are going to light up the commerce of the KZN environment and South Africa through the next business today.
Well, illuminate me about the business we're focusing on today.
So we're going to be speaking about Energywise Systems, which was founded by Andrea Baruse, and he has his son Jonas in the business today. So lots of energy for a lighting business. They are 30 years in the making, and what they do is they design and manufacture state-of-the-art LED lighting solutions.
Now, Pavlo, what makes them so special that they are on the KZN Future 50?
Well, Carmen, you know what? Lighting is more than just globes. As consumers, we typically relate to it as globes, but you have a lot of complexity behind how you design and choose and select and invest in your lighting solution, whether it be for a home, but especially for businesses, especially for greenhouses, especially for hotels, factories, yards, and so forth. You have things called hues, brightness, saturation, the direction of the beam, the type of fixtures, the technological integration. It impacts everything. For example, if you think about the impacts of light on health, SAD is an illness, is a depression, a mental illness that's understood to be seasonally affected depression.
Yes.
It happens mostly, am I right? We don't experience it in KZN, and it comes from having no sunlight and not enough light for a long enough period in the day. As human beings, we have these circadian rhythms just slightly above your eyebrows, I think it is. You have something called the pineal gland, and the pineal gland measures the light in the environment. It gets you to sleep earlier in winter. It gets you up earlier in summer. And it creates a very natural rhythm. And if that rhythm is disturbed for too long or not modified correctly for too long, it can affect your health.
Where will Energywise Systems be in 5 years?
Well, I'm hoping it's going to be really leading the lighting industry in the country. You know, earlier we spoke about the impacts of good light on health in the world of shopping. And it is known that lighting can affect mood and emotion. The way you organize your lights can navigate people to certain shelves and other shelves. In the world of agriculture, there is a direct link between the light source, the type of light, the position of light, and the yield of a plant. I'll give a great example. There's something called morphogenesis, and morphogenesis affects the shape of a plant. If you have a blue light, it yields a more compact, sturdy growth in the plant. And if you have a red light, it elongates a plant. And did you know that with tomatoes, to get more yield on a tomato plant, you need to elongate the plant. And in elongating it, it produces more fruit, and it rids itself of infections like whitefly disease because it allows airflow. So light really matters. The big changes coming down the pipe are all around climate change and decarbonization. And in an environment where you're going to be investing in a shopping mall or a home or a greenhouse, what's going to influence it enormously is whether you have built it in a fashion that is super efficient from an energy perspective. And I'm seeing across the globe insurance companies and investors turning to light to understand it in terms of the economics, the sustainability, and the risk. The lighting systems are going to count, and it's going to impact insurance and investment without a doubt.
So, Pavlo, tell us, what can KZN do to support Energywise Systems?
There is so much knowledge behind this company around light and light waves, the types of light, where it should be used, the fashion of light, but more importantly, the technology in light. What I certainly recommend that they ought to do as a company that has deep knowledge in the space, educate us, because to the extent that you might be a property investor or you might be a facilities manager, and what I recommend that they do is they run a seminar. We had a long discussion around the seminar to educate all of us around how to make good investment decisions around light. And there were 3 options that came up. And the help that's needed is from you guys to decide what the right name for the seminar would be. The first one is the right light leads to loot. The second option, shining a light on return on investment. And the third option is enlightened investments. Which one works best? Visit the ECR website, go to the KZN Future 50 and subscribe to attend that seminar.
Pavlo Fatidis from Auric, thank you for joining us for KZN Future 50.
Thank you. See you next time.